Have you ever wondered if your body might be quietly sending signals about how many healthy years you still have ahead? Once we pass the age of 70, the question of longevity is no longer abstract. It becomes real and personal. Scientists have discovered that life expectancy isn't just about luck or fate. Your body actually reveals powerful clues about your resilience and vitality. These signs aren't meant to create fear. Instead, they bring awareness, showing you where you stand and how you can take control of your future. When you understand them, you gain the power to extend not only the number of years in your life, but also the quality of those years. In today's video, we'll uncover 6 science-backed indicators that can reveal how long you may live after 71. Each of these signs reflects your strength, endurance, and even your mental well-being. Some of these clues are physical, while others are linked to your mindset. But when combined, they paint a clear picture of what lies ahead. Make sure to stick with me until the end, because the final sign may surprise you, and it could completely change the way you think about aging. This isn't just about counting the years left. It's about making those years vibrant, purposeful, and full of independence. So let's begin with the very first sign, walking speed. At first, it may sound too simple to matter, but the pace at which you walk is actually a mirror of your overall health. Studies show that people who maintain a steady, brisk pace tend to have stronger hearts, healthier lungs, well-functioning muscles, and even sharper brains. On the other hand, a noticeably slower stride can sometimes signal underlying health issues that may shorten life expectancy. For older adults, walking speed is considered one of the most reliable predictors of longevity. That's because it doesn't just reflect the strength of your legs. It shows how effectively your heart pumps blood, how efficiently your lungs deliver oxygen, and how well your nervous system coordinates every movement. When the systems inside your body work together in harmony, you can see it clearly in something as simple as your walk. That's exactly why many doctors pay close attention to walking speed. It acts like a window into your overall health. Take the story of Daniel, a 77-year-old who loves strolling through his neighborhood. Year after year, he maintained a lively pace that often left his family pleasantly surprised. His physician quickly realized that this small, daily habit reflected much more than just strong legs. It was evidence of a resilient heart, steady lungs, and a sharp, active mind. By keeping up his routine, Daniel not only stayed physically active, but also built confidence that his body was prepared for the journey ahead. The lesson is simple but powerful. Safeguarding your walking pace is in many ways safeguarding your future. Maintaining this vital sign doesn't require extreme workouts. What matters is consistency, staying active, practicing balance, and carving out time to move every single day. It's not just exercise. It's a message you send to your body that you are ready to keep thriving year after year. Now let's move on to the second sign, lung capacity. The strength of your breathing is one of the clearest indicators scientists use when studying longevity after 71. Lung capacity represents how much oxygen your body can draw in and deliver to every single cell. This process is the foundation of life itself. When your lungs are working at their best, your heart beats stronger, your muscles perform better, and your brain stays sharp and energized. But when capacity weakens, problems often follow: fatigue, memory lapses, shortness of breath, and even a greater vulnerability to illness. For older adults, lung health is a crucial marker of how well the body can sustain itself over time. Each breath is like a measure of endurance. Reduced capacity makes everyday activities, such as walking across a room or climbing a few stairs, feel unexpectedly difficult. If ignored, these struggles may quietly erode independence and shorten lifespan. The tricky part is that lung decline isn't always obvious at first. That's why noticing how deeply and easily you breathe becomes so important. Take Michael, age 80, who found himself breathless after climbing just one flight of stairs. Concerned, he started practicing deep breathing exercises and added gentle outdoor walks to his routine. Within several months, his stamina improved, his confidence grew, and life once again felt lighter. Before long, Michael's energy came back. His doctor even recorded healthier oxygen levels in his bloodstream. What once began as troubling shortness of breath transformed into a turning point, proof that even small changes could bring new hope and extend the years of active living ahead. Your lungs truly are your lifeline. By steering clear of smoking, staying physically active, and practicing mindful breathing exercises, you can keep this vital system strong and reliable. Protecting your lungs isn't just about avoiding illness, it's about fueling your body with the vitality and stamina it needs to carry you well into the future. Think of every breath as fuel that powers not just your movement, but your clarity, mood, and independence. Without it, life feels heavy. With it, the years ahead can feel lighter, brighter, and more empowering. If you're still with me and finding value in these insights, drop a quick comment with the number 2 below. I'd love to know you're here and following along. And if you haven't yet joined our community, make sure to hit subscribe and tap the bell icon so you'll never miss a new video. Your support allows us to continue creating content that educates, inspires, and hopefully makes your life a little healthier and more fulfilling. Now let's continue with the third sign, grip strength. This is another powerful predictor of longevity after 71, and it might surprise you how much it reveals. Researchers have discovered that grip strength isn't just about how firmly you can hold on to an object. It serves as a reflection of your overall muscle mass, bone density, and even the health of your nervous system. A strong grip often points to resilience, stability, and independence, while a weak one may signal vulnerability and an increased risk of a shorter lifespan. For seniors, grip strength plays a huge role in daily independence. It's what allows you to confidently open jars, carry groceries, or hold onto a railing when you need support. Even more importantly, scientific studies have shown that grip strength is closely linked to a reduced risk of heart disease, strokes, and even cognitive decline. In other words, it's not just about the strength in your hands. It's a measure of how well your entire body muscles, bones, and nerves continue working together in harmony to keep you strong, steady, and capable. Take the story of Helen, a 74-year-old grandmother who one day struggled with something as simple as opening a water bottle. That small frustration left her feeling uneasy. She realized her hands had grown weaker, and with that came a loss of confidence. But instead of giving in, she accepted the challenge. With encouragement from her daughter, Helen began using small hand weights and resistance bands a few minutes each day. At first, the exercises felt trivial, but as the weeks went by, her grip grew firmer. She noticed her energy returning, her balance improving, and most importantly, her confidence coming back. What started as a small change soon became a turning point, giving her a renewed sense of control over her health and a brighter outlook on the future. Your grip is not just a measure of strength, it's a reflection of how much life force still flows within you. By keeping your muscles engaged through regular movement, stretching, and light resistance training, you don't just preserve the ability to live independently, you build resilience, the kind that will carry you through the years ahead with stability, confidence, and dignity. Now let's shift to the fourth sign, cognitive sharpness. The clarity of your mind, your memory, your ability to focus, and your problem-solving skills is another powerful predictor of longevity after 71. Research consistently shows that people who remain mentally sharp tend to live longer, healthier lives. Why? Because a well-functioning brain mirrors the health of the entire body. Circulation, nutrition, and daily habits all play a part. When your mind is clear, it signals that your systems are still working in harmony. But when lapses become frequent, forgetting names, losing track of conversations, or struggling to follow routines, it can be an early warning that the brain isn't receiving the support it needs. Over time, cognitive decline doesn't just shorten life expectancy, it quietly steals independence, self-assurance, and quality of life. Consider Linda, a 76-year-old who noticed she was misplacing her keys more often and forgetting important appointments. Instead of brushing it off, she decided to take action. She began challenging her mind with puzzles and reading, joined a book club to stay socially active, and adjusted her diet to include more leafy greens and omega-rich foods. Within just a few months, she not only felt her memory improving, but also experienced a renewed sense of confidence in her everyday life. Those small, consistent steps gave Linda not only sharper memory, but also fresh hope for the years ahead. Your brain is truly one of the greatest predictors of your future. By keeping it challenged, well-nourished, and active, you protect far more than your ability to remember. You protect your independence, your vitality, and your very lifespan. A sharp mind isn't just reassuring, it's a symbol of resilience guiding you toward a longer, more meaningful and fulfilling life. If you're still here and enjoying these insights, drop the number 4 in the comments so I know you're following along. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. Hit that button and tap the bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos. Your support makes it possible for us to keep creating content that educates, inspires, and hopefully adds value to your life. Now let's move on to the fifth sign: social connections. Among all the factors that influence longevity after 71, the quality of your relationships is one of the most powerful. Countless studies confirm that seniors who stay socially active through friendships, close family ties, or community groups enjoy longer, healthier lives. Why is this so impactful? Because human connection eases stress, boosts the immune system, and keeps the brain sharp. On the flip side, isolation can be as dangerous as smoking or obesity when it comes to cutting life expectancy short. For older adults, social bonds are far more than casual company. They're a lifeline. Laughter with friends can lower blood pressure. Heartfelt conversations keep the mind alert. And simply knowing someone cares for you brings comfort that medicine alone can't provide. Without these connections, loneliness sneaks in, opening the door to depression, memory problems, and even physical illness. Take Edward, an 82-year-old widower. After his wife passed away, he withdrew from his neighbors and family, and slowly his health began to decline. But everything changed when he joined a local senior center. There he found companionship, laughter, and a renewed sense of belonging. He began participating in group activities, made new friends, and soon his mood improved. His energy returned, and even his doctor noticed remarkable changes in his health. Edward's story reminds us that community doesn't just add years to your life, it adds life to your years. Relationships are as essential as exercise or nutrition when it comes to staying healthy and strong. Whether it's making time for regular family calls, joining a local group, or simply sharing a warm conversation with a neighbor, each interaction sends a powerful message to your body and mind: you are not alone. Strong, loving connections are among the most reliable predictors of longevity, and nurturing them daily can carry you well past 71 with joy, strength, and purpose. Now let's look at the sixth and final sign: optimism and resilience. Perhaps one of the most underestimated predictors of a long life is the way you choose to see the world. Older adults who wake up each morning believing that tomorrow still holds something worth looking forward to tend to outlive those who view the future with despair. Optimism doesn't just brighten your mood, it lowers stress, calms inflammation throughout the body, and even protects the heart. Of course, being optimistic doesn't mean ignoring life's hardships. Instead, it's about choosing to see challenges as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. That's where resilience comes in. Every senior has faced obstacles, illnesses, grief, disappointments, but the difference lies in how you respond. Those who adapt, bounce back, and find meaning in their struggles often stay healthier in both body and mind. Together, optimism and resilience create a shield that guards against the wear and tear of aging. Take Grace, who at 77 was diagnosed with a chronic condition. Instead of letting it defeat her, she adjusted her lifestyle, leaned on her faith, and continued tending her beloved garden. Her determination and positive spirit didn't just sustain her, it inspired her children, her neighbors, and everyone around her. Years later, Grace is still living with purpose, energy, and a contagious smile. Her story proves that attitude alone can shape how long and how well we live. If you naturally look for the good in people, find silver linings in tough times, or manage to recover after hardship, you already hold one of the strongest predictors of a long, fulfilling life. Optimism isn't about pretending life is perfect. It's about recognizing that every day still holds treasures worth cherishing. Carrying that spirit forward doesn't just add years to your life, it adds life to every year you're given. And if you've stayed with me until now and found these insights helpful, go ahead and comment the number 6 below to let me know you're still here. And before we wrap up, if you haven't already, make sure to hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you'll never miss an upcoming video. Your support is what allows us to keep creating meaningful content that educates, inspires, and hopefully makes a difference in your life. Now let's take a moment to reflect together on the 6 powerful signs we've explored in this journey. Which of them spoke to you the most? Did you recognize a few within yourself, perhaps the ones you never fully appreciated before? Whether it's the steady pace of your walk, the firmness of your grip, the clarity of your mind, the resilience in your spirit, or the joy you find in your connections. Each of these signs offers a glimpse into not just how many years you may live, but how deeply and fully you can live them. Longevity is not about avoiding every challenge or trying to control every detail of life. Instead, it's about strengthening the qualities and habits that nourish your body, uplift your mind, and sustain your spirit. The beauty of these 6 signs is that most of them can be improved No matter what stage of life you are in, every step you take toward awareness and action brings you closer to not just adding years to your life, but adding life to your years. Living beyond 71 with energy, joy, and purpose is not only possible, it's within your reach. Focus on what truly matters: your connection, resilience, purpose, and health. These are the foundations that can turn the years ahead into a chapter rich with fulfillment, clarity, and strength. Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. We'd love to hear from you. Share in the comments one insight that stood out to you and how you plan to apply it in your own life. Your stories, reflections, and encouragement fuel this community and inspire us to keep going. If you found value in this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who could benefit from these insights. Your support helps us continue producing content that informs and uplifts. Thanks again for watching, and we can't wait to see you in the next video. Stay strong, stay hopeful, and keep living fully.